Hi, would you like to learn how to politely make requests in English? Welcome to Jen's Jyugyou. My name is Jen, and today I'm going to teach you 5 important tips for making polite requests in English. Close the window, help me, do the dishes, give me advice, don't smoke in here. These are not examples of polite requests. These are more like commands or orders, directly telling someone to do something. If you want someone to do something for you, but you use this kind of grammar structure, it will seem very rude and impolite. Instead, I'm going to give you 5 pieces of advice that will help you to be more polite when making requests to other people in English. First, you can use the grammar structure, could you please, plus a base verb, plus an object. This sentence is very polite and is great for making requests. Could you please hold the door for me? Could you please submit your report this afternoon? Could you please get me a glass of water? Could you please tell me what time it is? You can also make this type of polite request negative by adding the word not. Could you please not leave the lights on when you're not in the room? The second way to make polite requests in English is, I wonder if you could possibly, plus base verb, plus object. I wonder if you could possibly help me. I wonder if you could possibly pick up some milk on your way home. I wonder if you could possibly donate some money to our charity. You can also make this type of request negative by adding the word not. I wonder if you could possibly not allow your cat to get into my garden. The third way that we can make polite requests is, would you mind, verb plus ing, plus object, plus please. Would you mind keeping the noise down, please? Would you mind taking off your shoes, please? Sorry, would you mind calling me back in a few minutes, please? You can also make this type of request negative by adding the word not. Would you mind not smoking here, please? Point number 4 is a way to make your requests even more polite. So thinking about the 3 grammar patterns that we already looked at, you can make these types of requests even more polite by adding 2 expressions to the front of them. You could say, when you have time, plus the expression, or when you get a chance, plus the expression. When you have a chance, would you mind returning the book you borrowed, please? When you have time, could you please do the dishes? When you get a chance, I wonder if you could possibly please give me some advice. A 5th way to make polite requests in English is using a grammar structure called the subjunctive mood. To make this type of polite request, we start with, would you mind if, plus subject, plus past tense verb, plus object. We're using the past tense even though we're making a polite request about the present. When using this grammar structure, would you mind if, plus subject, plus past tense verb, plus object, the subject of the sentence cannot be the word you. It can be anything else, but it can't be you. Choose a different pronoun or a different subject for this type of request. Would you mind if I ate the last cookie? In this case, it's making a polite request. I want to eat the last cookie. I could say, could you please let me eat the last cookie? But it sounds more polite and more natural to say, would you mind if I ate the last cookie? And the person's response would probably, hopefully be, no problem, go ahead. And then I can eat the last cookie. So I'm making a request that I be able to do something. Would you mind if my friends came over for dinner tonight? I could just ask, would it be possible for my friends to come over for dinner tonight? Or could my friends please come over for dinner tonight? But I want to make it more polite. So would you mind if my friends came over for dinner tonight? It's a little bit cold. Would you mind if we closed the window? Would you mind if we closed the window? In this case, I could be the person to close the window. My friend who I'm talking to could be the person who closes the window. It doesn't really matter who closes the window. I'm just requesting that the window be closed because I'm cold. So, would you mind if we closed the window? You can also make this type of request negative by adding the word not. Specifically, it'll become did not or didn't. For example, I'm feeling a bit sick. Would you mind if I didn't come to your party this weekend? As I mentioned, these types of polite requests are in part of a grammar structure called the subjunctive mood. If you're interested in learning more about the subjunctive mood, please check out a video I've made about that over here. So today, you have learned more than 5 tips for how to make polite requests in English. I hope you'll be able to use these tips and this advice when you want to request something. And now it's time for Question of the Day. For today's question of the day, in the comments below, please practice making polite requests. Thank you so much for watching this lesson. If you found it useful, could you please subscribe to Jen's Jyugyou and give this video a thumbs up? Good luck with your English studies. See you in the next lesson.